Hi, today is Friday, TGIF, July 3rd, 2026. Tomorrow is Saturday, July 4th, 2026. It's the America's holiday called, Dependence Again Day. Actually, it's Independence Day. They got liberated from the UK, from the British colonial colony back 250 years ago, and they are going to celebrate big this time. But there are wildfires on the west and Midwest, so that Montana or Kansas banned the fireworks tomorrow to prevent further wildfires, which are like 47 across the Midwestern region, which is bad. That's bad. America is going down due to the wildfires. Speaking of the United States, in Asia, Japan is the richest country. So let's learn more about what is going on with the country. And thugs, Yakuza, right? Yakuza is the gangpei or kingpins or thugs, organized crime, criminal thugs, and they are making business by making sea slugs trade, right? Sea slugs is called hesam or sea ginseng. We call it sea ginseng, right? It's packed with potent nutrients, and it's quite delicious, especially when you drink soju. Hesam comes in quite handy, and they are delicious. Yeah, you eat hesam raw or you dip it in the sauce. I like hesam very much. So let's learn more about why Yakuza is interested in the hesam business or sea slugs business, right? Sea urchins is a sungge. Sea slugs are hesam in Korean. Yes, I am a Korean. I work for Korea Telecom KT, the number one carrier, because of me, right? Because I work for KT. KT is the number one. Japan inside. One of the Yakuza's strangest sources of cash isn't drugs or guns. It's sea slugs. In Japan, members of the Kodokai, a key affiliate of the Yamaguchi-gumi, the country's largest crime syndicate, has been caught poaching sea cucumbers, sea cucumbers or sea slugs, sea cucumbers, and funneling the money back into the gang. What the, right? Sea cucumbers, sea slugs, same thing. And funneling, right? Funnel, 깔때기, funneling the money back into the gang. In one case, a crew hauled 390 kilograms of them out of the waters of Hokkatate, and not Hokkaido, it's a Hokkatate, and sold the catch to a seafood company for about 1 million yen, right? Sold the catch. I didn't know. Of course, I know the catch, but so we say sold the animals, sold the fish, but sold the catch. Here's why those slimy little creatures are worth that kind of risk, and why taking even one is a serious crime in Japan. Yeah, why? It's out there, right? Like the cows out there to be eaten. You cannot legally take sea cucumber, abalone, or baby eels from Japanese waters unless you hold a fishing license or belong to a licensed cooperative. Well, that's not true in Korea, right? You can just go to any waters, fresh waters, sea waters, and go for fishing. Of course, you cannot catch dolphins, whales, sharks, right? Important sharks, some designated sharks, because they are listed as a distinct animals. You cannot kill them. So hold the fishing license belong to a licensed cooperative. It's the same with Korea. Japan's Supreme Court has ruled that no one can own the sea, so the right to harvest it is reserved for licensed fishermen, and anyone else who takes from it is treated as stealing a shared national resource. So those animals are considered as a shared, national resource. Japan classifies sea cucumber and abalone, what is it? From Wando, right? It's a jumbo, right? Abalone, as a specified aquatic animals and plants species so easy to grab and so valuable, they become a cash machine for organized crime. Taking even one is illegal, no matter the amount, no matter the location, even if it's just for your own dinner. Not in Korea. You are free to catch any of the animals, but you gotta be careful with extinct or aquatic animals that are listed as almost extinct or under extinct risk list, right? You cannot kill whales, dolphins, or any of those beautiful animals which are delicious, but they're beautiful, so you cannot kill them. That's what I think. When Japan toughened its Fisheries Act, the maximum fine leaped 15-fold from $22 million to $30 million, alongside up to 3 years in prison. And the same penalty falls on the entire chain: the diver, the buyer, the broker, and the transporter. Even the buyer. It applies to tourists and foreign residents exactly the same as it does to locals. So why risk all of that for a slug? Because dried sea cucumber namako is a prized luxury delicacy in China, where a single kilo can be worth a small fortune. It's far easier to smuggle than drugs or weapons, and the appetite for it never fades. Most countries barely think about this. Japan decided a sea slug was worth a prison sentence. So naturally, all those sea slugs, sea cucumbers, sea urchins, they became expensive, right? Because the Japanese government raised the penalties for catching all those beautiful animals, but delicious animals, so that Yakuza, right, the crime syndicate, they just went into the waters and grabbed sea urchins, sea slugs, and they sold the catch to the restaurants, to other industry, like a food industry, and they made a lot of money because those animals are hard to catch, and unless you have legitimate license or you are a member of licensed cooperatives, you cannot catch them. So it's not easy to catch them. Translates into less catch, and so that price gouging in Japan, the Fisheries Act was a little bit stupid, and the act applies to foreign residents, buyers, transporters, catchers, and all shebang. So you got to be careful in Japan. You cannot go for fishing without a legitimate license. Not in Korea. Welcome to Korea. And if you want to have a tour, you can contact me because I'm a licensed tour guide with English language, right? That's what the license stipulates. I can speak English only. But I also speak Chinese a little bit, not fluently. And also I work for Korea Telecom. So if you want to have a business in Korea, but don't know how to get the internet, voice lines boot up, or the mobile phones, right? You need to replace mobile phones or get a Korean numbers. You need to come see me. Also, I provide network security services, camera entrance monitoring or login system. We call it KT Telecom. And also we provide international list lines, VPNs, and cloud service and AI service too, right? You can buy the H100, H200 GPU servers, NVIDIA or other Rebellion server chips that are made by KT. So we are the leading edge of the technology. I'm an official KT representative, sales representative, interfacing with foreign countries, foreign customers, of course. And also, I used to work with the 8th U.S. Army here in Korea, right, as a Yakuza soldier back, that goes back 40 years. And also, I am rich, right? My stock portfolio, they are doing very well. And I found myself rich and a millionaire. And also, I am married, but I am available. Yeah, that's what the Americans say. I travel to China, the US, and Europe a lot. So, you know me, right? Well, that's it. In Japan, don't go into the waters and grab whatever you see. You need to have a license. Not in Korea, right? We are a very liberal country, and we challenge our government if they try to impose any ban, saying that it's a shared national resource, which is bullshit. Of course, when they become too much extinct, they should be declared as extinct animals and shared national resource. So far, no problem, right? We just eat farmed fish, farmed cucumbers, farmed sea cucumbers, and farmed abalones, farmed what's the fish? I forgot the name, right? As you get old, right? You got to be the orange colored meat. What is it? Salmon. Fuck that. The salmon, right? Salmon. And yeah, farmed salmon. And sea urchins. Eels, of course, eels. We have many eel farms in Korea. And chicken farms, pig farms, cow farms, ranches, sheep farm, dog farms. Yeah, we raise the dogs. I can give you a nice tour of the dog farms if you want. Of course, paid trips, right? Why just stay in Seoul? You can just go venture outside the Seoul and explore beautiful mountains, gorges, rivers, the cafes, and dabble with Korean foods, Korean cultures, and so on. Well, that's it. Thanks for listening. Have a great TGIF. Bye-bye.